Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I want to make it clear that I am not taking this platform for granted. A lot of people have social media as a platform for gimmicks, but I take it very seriously. I believe that if we are going to make a difference as Christians, as citizens of this world, we will need to be take accountability for action that sparks a reaction. Now, there are a number of topics that I want to touch on, and so, but first I want to say that I'm not looking to be famous. I'm not looking popularity. I run a printing business. I earn just about what God would have me earn. I'm not trying to be greedy for some kind of money. I'm not looking donation. I'm not looking to be paid. In the interest that this thing go to a point where if I have a recompense in any way, so be it. But I'm not gonna be leeching on people for money for any part of social media. My mission is strictly to teach and to be taught. Because while I'm trying to learn, I also want others to learn. So this is not a one sided thing. And so, first, I want to say it is gone on that we have been bamboozled, we have been indoctrinated in many forms of life. We have come to understand a few things that mainstream has given us from our inception. And so I am of the view that we have been lied to on a grand scale. Now, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, if you are not aware that our school curricula has been handed down to us from Europe, Rome, and the church. And so we down here in the Western world, we are of the view that we are we are uninformed, and that's what I come to understand. We are uninformed because when you look at social media and the things that we are being shown via Disney, Hollywood, whatever medium that gives out information, we definitely can't trust it because a lot of people they like to be entertained. And nothing wrong if you're being entertained, but but I'm saying this: entertainment is fine, but there have to come a time when we have to take it seriously that our life has meaning. This is not a joke. You talk to some people, and their thing is we are just going through basically experience where there's no hope for man. But I, for one, have this in view, and I have this to be true. We have been created by a loving God where we live is being created for us. Time was made and we were put in time to live for a time. So those who sit by happily and vindicate and ridicule people who are trying to live by faith, I am telling you, I am one of them. Oh, I have no second thought. I have no regret telling it clearly like it is that I was created by a creator and I was wonderfully and fearfully made in his image. I don't have to see anything to believe it. I don't need any more sign. Because when it's all said and done, ladies and gentlemen, how could we be so ungrateful that all the stuff that we have been given and all the experience that we have lived, we are still not clear that we have a loving creator, air or water, everything is being preserved. For what? Obviously, there is a purpose and there's a reason why we are here and we are alive. And so, tonight, what I want to touch on briefly is there is this notion that we are living on a spinning ball, earth, globe. Now, I have many discussions with people near and far, church brothers, people I met in the workplace, but people I met in the shops. And I would tend to just challenge them a little bit. And I'm saying, if we are just but a speck and a speck, hurling through an unknown, infinite universe, galaxy going nowhere, then life has no meaning. What is the purpose for our existence? Why are we even bother to try? There's no meaning for life. And so the mainstream narrative and some so-called scientists, that's all they're teaching is scientism and science fiction. Nothing real about it. But I am of the view that when they could talk about they have proof and they have theory, type of theory, but I'm telling you, they say the science is settled. And I want to say this. The science is not settled. It's unsettled, and until it is being settled, because I can tell you straight, I've done my research, I've done my reading. The Bible, if not the most edifying, life saving, life giving word of any book, I don't know what else is there. And so the Bible is clear when you talk about the world that we live in and what it looks like. And I'm telling you, I might not have solid, that's what they would call it, evidence or proof to tell the mainstream and whoever want to ask question about what we live on and how it is. But I can tell you this is clear. We're not living on a spinning globe, hurling through space at 1,000 miles spins at some one random equator, spinning 66,000 miles around the sun and 500,000 miles around the Milky Way galaxy. That's a lie. Straight up. So whoever want to keep telling the university students and the college students those things, they can stop. It's a lie. It's not true. There's nothing about it that will ever be true. So this is the thing. Watch this. The Bible clearly states the circle of the earth is a biblical thing. Let's see what the Bible has to say. Translation and meaning in Isaiah clearly state that it is He, and listen what the Bible has to say. Listen what the Bible has to say about the matter. The Bible says, the Bible says in Isaiah 40:22, it is He who sits upon the circle of the earth, and the inhabitants are like grasshopper, who stretches out the heavens like a curtain and spread them out like a tent to live in. Now that is biblically sound. I don't think I can get any clearer than that. Now let's look at a few more passages, a few more verses in the same passage. Some people, for various reasons, take the circle of the earth in Isaiah 40:22 to be a reference to a spherical earth. Now, tell me, I don't see Imla. Most people, if maybe they don't know shape, they don't know geometry, or they're just not good at seeing things. But the circle means circle, and so if you look at what the Bible says, the Bible make it clear that it's a circle in Isaiah 40:22. So where else could you mistake circle for sphere? A sphere is a ball, like a golf ball, a football, and a basketball. That's clear. We there's no discrepancy. So listen, the circle of the earth in Isaiah 40:22 to be referenced as a spherical earth. This would mean that the ancient Israelite of the 18th century BC knew that the earth was spherical and not flat. And so when the argument come up and everybody is trying to make it seem like we're trying to be superficial, or we're just trying to be careless, or we're trying to be foolish, the Bible is clear that it is he that sit upon the circle of the earth and the inhabitants are like grasshopper. So then it's not my words, it's not your words, it's not scientists' words. Those words are clear. So let's look at a few more sentences. So this perspective shows up in the argument from both young earth creationists and from those wanting to argue absolute literal reading of the biblical text, usually to support an idea that God revealed modern scientific fact and data to the ancient Israelites. No, if that's not clear, I don't know what else is there. So let's continue. Trying to take seriously both the scientific world in which they live and the perspective of scripture that comes from a world 3 to 2 millennia in the past. However, before we can begin to engage in that discussion, we must come to terms with what the Bible actually say and mean, especially within the context of ancient and Near Eastern culture. So, you see, we want to look at what they are actually known to be true, had found out, because obviously, if they lived 2,000 years ago and they were a civilization before us, obviously they must have known this. So, there's no way the discrepancy, there's no way the discrepancy can be misconstrued to think that, okay, we are living on a ball and this is a new knowledge. No, it's not. There is overwhelming evidence that we are being bamboozled. These so-called scientists who's teaching scientism and CGI and their fake reality, they just want to put God out of our mind. And once you take away the creator's domain, then there's no need for a creator. The creator has no way going. And so I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, I am not offended by anyone who want to argue a ball earth, a a spherical spinning hurling through space earth. It's just not there. And so even a fool could see. And I travel a lot, and I'm telling you, I do a lot of business traveling, and I'm telling you this, there's no proof for their scientism. There's none whatsoever. Water is level, always keep its level, always maintain its level, and it has to be contained. So I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, if you think that anyone can come up with a proof that we're on a globe that is spinning, bring him. I'll give him $10,000 cash. Because remember, this is money that is sitting down wherever in any bank. And they have to come and show me people walking upside it down in Australia. Show me people clinging to a gravitational ball, which I can tell you it's impossible. It's not, it doesn't exist. All the footages and the videos that NASA is showing us, it's all fakery. It's movie. It's science fiction. We have more technology than anybody in the ancient world. And you're telling me we are still bumping around and can't have proof of this so-called galaxy and outer space. Outer space is fake. It doesn't exist. Because at the end of the day, the Bible is clear that you have a dome over us, a firmament that has been keeping mankind locked in sustenance for eons. Now, why would a God create us? And I want to, I want to, I want to stress the fact that a lot of people don't believe in God. That's fine. I can't fight with them. I can't argue them because everybody are entitled to your opinion. But still, yet the facts still remain. If you don't believe in a creator, it's going to be hard for you. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, I am telling you this. I am not looking for fame. I'm not looking for any good name. But I can tell you this much. If you have words and you don't share that was given to you, you will be required to pay the consequence. So I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, I'm going to add my 2 cents of this whole scenario that there is nobody getting out and there's nothing coming in. No asteroid, no alien, no outer space, no galaxy, no universe, early into infinite. There's no nine planet. We are not a planet. Earth is a plain, broad place with 72%, and we're living on an enclosed world, and we are protected from all the necessary things that could affect us that they claim is out. Because remember, if any man had it had the capability to go outside, where would he go? Where would he have gone? You see, there's no way we have a big world with only one country gone into space and gone to the moon. I mean, even the moon landing. I mean, come on, brothers and sisters. Moon landing. How are you gonna land on a moon when you don't know what the moon is? So you just take yourself up and say, "Oh, we're going to the moon without you know what the moon is." That made no sense, and people believe it. How do people believe such a nonsense? Because remember this, I'm saying to you, how do we believe such nonsense when no one did not and cannot know what it is? The sun is a light, the moon is a light, stars also. The Bible is clear. In the beginning, God created the earth, heaven and the earth, the sun and the moon and the stars also. What is the purpose? So the sun was created for the day to rule the day, and the moon was created to rule the night, and he created the star also. That's clear. So you tell me, erase that Bible, erase that history, and then bring something else. But don't come conjure up stuff, teaching our university, teaching our young people, teaching our kids. And guess what? They don't have any proof. Where are they going to get it from? You can't prove something like that. It does not work. I know one person here, artist of El Ilian said, "Hello, brother. The earth is not a ball. Fine, of course it's not a ball. We know that." And James said, "Wing James, amen. It's flat and stationary. God bless." Of course it is. Artist Ilan, that's right. The science wishes lie. Wing James, never seen a spherical tent before. No, it's not. There is no. So, Wink and artist Elian, congrats, my brothers. Let me tell you. Only those who their eyes are open will be able to acknowledge this intel. This information, the Bible says, spiritual things are spiritually discerned, and a fool said there's no God. And if you check 90% of these so-called scientists with their theoretical physics. What is theoretical physics? Theoretical physics means it's not fact. There's no fact surrounding none of their action. Because at the end of the day, these people were bamboozled by a teacher and they are now spreading the lie. There's one lady on the internet and her name is Michelle Thaler. She said, okay, she have proof that ship go over the horizon. No, if ship can go over our horizon, the man who's sailing the ship, he would have to have that picture to show the world. But guess what happened? We are hearing it, but we're not seeing it. So right off the bat, that's foolishness. You can't have it both ways. If ship can go off in our horizon, that's the biggest madness ever. So sit and then we know for 2,000 years that the earth is a ball. Give me a break. Why do you need to go back 2,000 years to know? We can know now. We are now in the optic era. We got P900, P9. Listen, we got cameras right now with optics and lens that can zoom thousands of miles. you put an infrared camera on you put an infrared filter on your camera, you can see things. And this is the thing people say when they're in a plane, when they're in an airplane, they can see the road. It's nonsense. Remember this: the higher you go, the higher we go. Because I've traveled a lot. The higher you go, the elevation come up to you. And I'm telling you this: when I'm in a plane, I've always get a window seat or I'm in the exit row. And I'm telling you this: I'm an artist. I'm a graphic artist, and what I see cannot go wrong. My senses, your senses, ladies and gentlemen, cannot lie. And if your senses is not working, you're in trouble. Because if you're gonna take somebody's opinion for your over your senses, what is the purpose God created you for? And I'm asking the question. They ask the question and they would continue to ask, why would they lie? Of course, why? There's no why. Why is the devil the devil? Why is he not still in heaven? Why Adam and Eve had to sin? Why are we struggling? Everything is a why. But the answer and the question for that is simple. We have been bamboozled by the devil from creation. He's jealous, he's offended, whatever he's offended by, we just get caught in the controversy. And so now, if he can tell us that, okay, there's no God. There's many worlds, many heavens, many worlds, many planet and many moons. But guess what the problem is? And this is the nonsense that I am trying to understand. We went to the moon in 1969, 6 times. And guess what happened? We went to the moon 6 times and we can't go back now after 50 years. No, does any fool can understand that? Because at the end of the day, I'm telling you, it doesn't take rocket science to understand that's madness. If you go to the moon in 1969, technology is as weak as it gets. Now we are in the age of technology. And no one, I mean, not England, not Temp, we are going to Mars. Give me a break. So now we're going to somewhere 1 million miles away and we can't go thousands. Look, man, ladies and gentlemen, if that is not madness, I don't know what madness is. So we are going to leave 230,000 miles to go 1 million miles, and we can't go back to the moon because we lose technology. Let me tell you, man, the devil is a liar, and he has no new trick. He's doing the same thing over and over, making a fool of himself and trying to make a fool of us. And that's why I'm saying I'm not here for fame and fortune. I'm not here to be popular. I'm here to spread the truth that the mainstream will not share. They know fully well the shape of the earth. They know that we're living on a flat, stationary earth. They know the United Nations flag carries a logo of the real earth. Why would they use it if we're living on a ball? Why are they spreading something else? Why would they have something looking like this and show something looking like that? So they are literally showing us what it is. They know that's why they keep these meetings and these conferences to leave us out of everything because they're going to conference and going to meeting pretending like they're having all these humanitarian effort to help the mankind. They are not trying to help mankind. It's a plan of the devil to usher in the one world order. The main mission for these so-called alliance that they're having is to conjure up their schemes to conquer the world. And I'm telling you, the God I serve, the creator of heaven and earth, will not sit by idly by and allow men to tear us apart. They will try, but they will not succeed. So I'm saying this, they know fully well. They know. Of course they know. But why they don't want you to know? And those who are those you have some people who are so gullible and they're so ignorant to the fact that they stay ignorant because you try to show them things and you try to tell them things and they wouldn't even look into it. All we're saying, and this is a big question. Let me show you our next big topic. That's clear. I listen to a couple of the guys within the fraternity who are vying for the flat earth and the geocentric earth. They ask mainstream. You got a guy with Neil deGrasse Tyson, or what his name is, and he's just one of many. And they say, okay, come to the floor. Come and debate us. You say the earth is a ball, you say it's spinning. Then guess what? It should be a piece of cake because you're a physicist, you're a scientist, you're all this and bag of PhD and all your things against your name. Come and debate a flat earth. Don't their excuse is I don't want to they don't work the platform. Listen, you are scared. You are afraid to debate a person who you know don't need to be pretending to be a scientist. And they can make you look fool. Because when you check at it, they're afraid. They are so afraid because they know they have nothing. So theoretical papers and pure and all the measurement and math. There was one interview online, you should see it. My brethren in the alliance, what is his name? Allegedly Dave. I look at the interview that he did with this guy. I think he was in England. He did that one, and I'm telling you, man, it's on my channel. You should see the link. He looked like a fool. He was sobbing, talking like a trash because he went to school and paid all that money, and he don't have no evidence, and he believed that what he was saying makes sense until somebody with no degree has what he would claim. Sit him down and school him. I laugh. I said, I really sorry for the guy because he was stuttering, he's guessing, and listen the lunatic in his behavior to show you the humility that is not there. Even when the guy was shown that what he was saying is nonsense, he was saying this doesn't prove anything. This doesn't make you better than me. Come on, give me a break. You looking like a fool. Here you spend $1 million for your education. All that they did was a bunch of losers sit and tell you pure garbage. And you believe it. And now you sit in front of a normal guy who doesn't need to be acting like he's all that on a bag of rice. Sit and he school you. Because basic question was asked. The Bedford level. Water 40, 50, 60 mile can't be level if we're on a spherical earth. It's just not possible. And we have other people who they would come and argue the fact that it's a mirage and it's not. And look here, give me a break. Listen this. Ladies and gentlemen, you should have tons of evidence. If you are vying for a world that is a globe spinning, someone in the present life, don't think about 2000 years ago and Einstein and what do you call it, this weird name from guys. The guy, some weird name in the 1600s. They seems to have the proof and they figure it out. Fine. So they figure it out. Today, these so-called guys were scientists. What have they figured out? Nothing. And that is to show you it's a lie to the pit of hell. This deception needs to be put to rest. And I'm telling you, I will not stop until I hear or see these guys repent of their sin and for the lie that they've been telling mankind. This lunatic, this wickedness. Why are you trying to hide God's creation? And people would say, why would why would they gain? What would NASA? Oh, okay. What you think they're gonna gain? I think 50 million is a big number. You get $52 million a day, $50 billion a year. The budget and the big budget that they're going for Congress to give them. Every year they have these big money pushing out and they have nice fancy rockets. The rockets are real. My word, the rockets are real. The space station, the department of NASA is real. Everything that they build on the ground is real. And you see the launch, of course, you see the launch. But where do we go? It can't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. If satellite existed when you are in a plane and you're trying to make a call, why is your cell phone out of range, out of sequence? Come on, it is clear. We have been bamboozled. Our satellite is undersea cable. It's clear. The presentations are there. All line of sight, phone connection, and GPS is not global positioning this. It's ground positioning system. You see, all you gotta do is go and look back at the footage. Go and look back at what you were taught, and you will see where you went wrong. You grow up. We gobble up the information from our teachers, which they gobble from their teachers, and the teachers and the domino effect. Now we are unlearning the trash. We want to be free, and we don't have to have money to be free, ladies and gentlemen. Because a lot of people think that we need to get a bag of money, we need to be rich. Let me tell you this: riches is all knowledge. Because when you got knowledge, you have just solved 50% of your life. Knowledge, that's why my Bible clearly said, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Clearly. And I say this again, if any scientist want a challenge, want a real sensible debate, all they gotta do, come online. I don't need to in any book. I'm gonna close my eyes and I can challenge any one of these so-called scientists that they don't have no proof of a spinning globe hurling through space at 6,000 miles around the sun, 500 miles in the Milky Way galaxy. They don't have no proof of the ninth planet. Earth is not a planet. They have no proof of a ball Earth. They have no proof of a universe, a galaxy. Space station is a fake. It's all ground based stuff. If you look at the Texas, they have a buoyancy pool. They have the full model of a space station there, and they're doing their training underwater and all these things that they think they can. Listen, my friend, when you sit in front of the computer, you can do a piece of video cleaner than anything that they're doing. They have technologies and platform and graphic program that can make anything you want look real. And I'm telling you this, these people sit down making thousands of dollars, their career depend on it. They know why they're doing it. Because they're a part of the devil's camp. They're working for the devil. They don't want us to know. The devil has his agent, God has his agent. This is not a joke anymore, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a joke. This is serious business. We are living as if there's no hope for life, but I'm telling you, this is not it. Our existence is not the end. And there are people and there are agents of the devil who don't want us to know who we are, and what we are for, and who we are for. And all they're going is spread their lies. And guess what they do? They have to do it in their schools. They throw the globe in the classroom from the child is a baby, and they keep spreading the lies until they reach university. And then these guys, 'cause I was listening to another tape again the other day. It was so crazy when you listen to it. I think the guy's name is Ray Comfort, and what he's saying, he went to, I think it was UCLA College. I don't know if that's I think that's in the USA. And when I listened to the thing, I didn't get to upload. His video is copyrighted, and I listened to the guy's video. Cause I use it to show in my presentation, my live presentation that I do during the week with people all over the island. And I'm telling you, when I listen, he asks everybody, "Oh, are you a Christian?" No, I'm an atheist. They ask the young people, "Are you a Christian?" No, I'm an atheist. So even the very young student, they are atheists. And then he continue to ask them. And this is where it gets funny. Are you an atheist? Yes. Why are you an atheist? Because there is no God. And the guy then in the early part of the interview, they were so sure that they have all the proof of what they're believing in. And he whap it back on them with second round and say, okay, do you have any proof of the fossil record that a fish turn into a butterfly, then a fish walk out of the sea and 2 feet turn into a man? The big guys and the teachers, they were so lost when they get down to the nitty gritty. They have to concede that 90% of what they're saying is lie. They don't have no proof. And the student was saying, well, my sister is a Christian, and I think about it. Because when it all said and done, ladies and gentlemen, the lies we are being told and lies we are ourselves is telling, our conscience, our conscience will not let us go. So I ask the question, when will mankind up out of the sleepy bed and start to look out of their eye? We have been falling asleep even over and over again. Even when we should be awake, we are falling asleep. A lot of people today, they're stuck their head down in social media. They're on their phone texting. Nobody's awake. And guess what? Nothing wrong with social media, ladies and gentlemen. It's good. It has its views, it has its powers. But let me tell you this: if we don't wake up and get up out of this sleepy bed, we will be run over and we not even going to know that we're dead. So I'm telling you, I'm not gonna try draw this video to the 1 hour mark. I'm gonna just leave that for now, and I'm gonna pick it up back later on because I'm telling you, we could go on and on and on because I'm saying my heart set me free. I woke up a long time ago. I'm a free thinker. I know for sure God will never leave us alone. Those so called mainstream media hypers who are looking to get another paycheck from your tax dollar. It's only a matter of time, ladies and gentlemen. They will have to pay for their sin. And I'm telling you this, God always wins. He always wins. He like the controversy because he knows there's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. If mankind from the 19, what it is, I would say, give and take, when they start to make their observation, 1940s, 1950s, they're looking for life on other planets. Come on. Who you think you are? You barely know what you are. You barely know what you're supposed to do. And you're looking elsewhere for something that you know to exist. And think about it. The Vatican Church have the biggest telescope sitting on this mountain in Arizona. And here the problem. They are saying, and the so-called Pope, they're waiting to baptize alien when they come. Baptize alien. Go ahead and wait. You're gonna wait your life in vain because they know it's garbage. It's madness. Baptize alien from where? Listen to this. The only alien there, they're each up in the Catholic Church in Rome. They are the only alien around here because they have alienated themselves from God. They don't want a creator. And when you alienate yourself, you become an alien. But let me tell you, they can wait. And think about it. You know the funny thing? They have telescope looking up into the heaven. And guess what happened? All they're doing is giving you a piece of footage of a CGI. What do you think? They think, okay, my ladies and gentlemen, I have a telescope. And let me tell you how a telescope works. It's simply this. Now, how big the telescope is, it have one entry point and one exit. And this is the problem. The the telescope give you you have to use one eye to look through the optics to see. So a one eye view of anything cannot be big enough to see anything. And that's why the Google guy who keep lying about that he said it is Photoshop. It has to be because you know he stitch or they stitch picture together to make a globe, and they got cloud that is actually cloud with the same shape. Give me a break, ladies and gentlemen. You telling me that we don't have any technology to really capture this so-called globe? Let me tell you this, my friend. No piece of one. Welcome, General. Cannot capture the world one time. It is not here. It doesn't exist. If it's something that could exist, the way of mankind love to show off and love to boast. Because if you look, NASA doesn't boast, you know. They're not boasting. They are just trying to cover their tracks because they're being found out. They don't have the least idea how to do anything. And if they could, oh, Elon Musk, live video, me never know. Yeah, we have to cut you off. But like I said,